episode 19. I'm your host and producer, Kent Reese. Here's Chase.
Hey, what's up, Pokey Nation? How we doing? How you doing, Kent?
Doing great. First thing first, I got some news, man. Nick Gallo is coming back to
Heck
Virginia
yeah.
2024. He had 55 receptions and 469 yards and a touchdown. Last year, he turned his ACL. He was out for the rest of the season. And now he's back.
Sweet. We've been getting a lot of people to commit.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, sir.
Before I get into it, how was your? I almost want to let everybody know. Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you, Chase.
Happy New Year, Kent. Hope you had a good one, man.
Christmas.
Yep, had a good one. Had a good Christmas. Hope you did too, buddy.
Yeah,
nice
I did.
And relaxing. Super relaxing.
Yeah.
Kent and I got to see each other in person for the first time in a long time since we started these podcasts. I saw him at church.
Yeah, we did. We did saw each other at church.
Yes, sir. So it was good to see you, man, and happy to be in the new year with a Hokie win under our belt.
Yeah, I know. He's our transfer. Bill, big guy transferred from Oklahoma.
Who was he?
Kevin Graham. He's a defensive tackle. I think he's 6'2", 285. He played 166 snaps and 10 tackles. I think he was second string, if I take a guess.
Big guy, though. 285 is big.
Yeah.
That's solid. I guess Tech must have saw something in him, for the reason they went after him,
Yeah, and when he was in high school, he got a lot of offers. He was a former four-star recruit.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get into the bowl game. Virginia Tech got a victory over Tulane. See here, 40-20.
Pretty close to my score prediction, Kent.
Yeah, I was 1 point off. Yeah, I was 1 point off and 6 points off for Tulane. I know. I'm crazy.
What'd you predict?
I projected 40 Virginia Tech and 26 Tulane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember mine? Wasn't mine like 37-17 or something like that? I think I was something around there.
Something around that.
I think so. I knew both of our predictions were close.
Yeah.
After the first few drives, I didn't know if it was going to be like that, especially when we had that turnover.
Yeah, it was crazy game.
Which that turnover that wasn't one that was like he got sacked. That was just because of that wet ball, those conditions.
Yeah, Colin Jones want the ball, and Tulane they strike for the touchdown, and that's how they score a touchdown.
Yeah, Virginia Tech played in the Military Bowl, aka the Mud Bowl.
Yeah, I know it was raining that day.
Man.
And some of it was factors by the rain, and part of it was definitely the teams.
Definitely.
Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely like that. I know that in the game, early in the game, they fumbled on the kickoff, and then we reversed that, and so now a touchdown, and then they drive down the field at the first and goal, the 2-yard line, and Payne, man, that dude, Phyllis Payne, that guy hit the guy, and he fumbled, recover it. It's not touchdown. You saw that play.
Mm-hmm. I sure did. Yeah, we're lucky that didn't come back to bite us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, once that second turnover hit, I was thinking, "Oh Lord, we need to figure something out."
Yeah, I know.
But they turned it around. Them boys turned it around. The ball security got a lot better, and they started taking care of business.
I know. And we basically, man, we just run the football all night in that football game.
Yeah, what was our total rushing yards?
Our total rushing yards was 362 yards of rushing.
I think I predicted in the last podcast that between Drones and Tootin, I predicted 200 yards between them two.
Well, I think Common Jones, he was 13 and 21 of passing 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 20 carries and 176 yards and 1 touchdown.
176. Wow.
Yeah,
Unreal. Unreal.
and Vashon Tuna had 2 touchdowns for similar and 130 yards.
Yeah, so 250 between the two is pretty doggone good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was really fun to see because you could tell that Tulane hadn't really played a team like us. It looked like it looked like that they were a good team though. I'm not gonna lie, they were a pretty good team, but you could tell they weren't Power Five. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
And it
same.
just did you realize they had the fifth most wins in college football since last year?
Oh yeah,
They had like 24, 25 wins, something like that. That's a ton of wins.
yeah, I know. And another thing, I guess to be fair, their quarterback did opt out, wide receiver opt out.
That's
Some of
true.
this,
That's true.
I hear that there. I think I saw that one a defensive back must have opt out, but I don't know who. But they still had the tackles, or defensive ends was still pretty darn good, and we still won over them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're
But
right. I mean, you got to take that with a grain of salt since they didn't play, but we still took care of business. Won pretty convincingly. So
I think the biggest opt out for them was probably their quarterback.
definitely, yeah, I agree because those two quarterbacks they had didn't do a whole lot.
What's his name? Kai Horner played. They did a quarterback system because I think I saw the reason they did that. I think I saw they were in their transfer portal. Their backup quarterback. I think Kai's Horner's his name. Remember the quarterback's name for Tulane?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I, it's first names. I think his name is Kai. I think
I think you're right. That sounds right. That sounds
Kai
right.
Horner. And then went to the other quarterback, Justin Baber, what his name, and he got hurt in that football game, and had to stick to the other guy in that football game.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have had all their guys just so we could have played a full team. But hey, can't change it. So
And the day, I think, the quarterback was there, Michael Pratt. I'm pretty sure it would still be a pretty big blown out.
I agree. Yeah, I think. I mean, they may would have gotten another touchdown or so, but I still feel like we would have won that game. I mean, they wouldn't have stopped us on offense. That quarterback couldn't have stopped us. So
Yeah, I know. I know. I love how the defense did well in that game. Only gave up 1 touchdown. The defense did. The other
right.
two was us on offense, but they only gave up 1 touchdown that football game.
Did we throw it? Was it another fumble for a touchdown or was it a pick six?
I think there was no pick sixes.
Okay.
There was a play. It looked like could be intercepted, but it turned out it wasn't. That was a great play. Colin Drones was froze up in the air getting pressure, like let's throw it out of bounds, man. And it was an awesome catch by our freshman Andre Green. You saw that play?
Was that big tight end
No, it was the wide
or
receiver, freshman wide
receiver?
receiver.
Was that the one where he kind of lobbed it to the right and it just kind of floated and then the guy went up
Yeah,
there and caught it?
he just he just caught it.
Yeah, that throw did that throw made me nervous. I thought that was a pick when he just lobbed it up there because
Yeah,
that receiver made a play on that because that
yeah,
was a risky throw.
freshman receiver, and we would drive down the field, and it was pretty great.
Hmm.
And our tight end, I think the tight end Saint Germain, he was one of the new. This is his first career catching a touchdown. He got 1 touchdown. Saint Germain, he had 2 receptions and 30.
Hey, we just got a comment, Kent, from Billy Ray Mitchell. Was this the most fun season with less than 8 wins ever?
Yes, it was Billy Ray Mitchell from Sons of Saturday, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
It
Appreciate
it
the
was
comment, Billy. Yeah,
it
go ahead, kid. You answer him first.
it was a great season. It could have been more wins. To think about it, it could be more wins if you change your offensive scheme. Molly, before you like to change offensive scheme, defensive game before um the get day one, we went to the ACC. But it is what it is. It's Brent Pry's second year in head coach.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Ken. I mean that it probably was the most fun season under 8 wins just because of that turnaround we had, and then just knowing how a lot of Hokie Nation was feeling like this season was a wash after those first 4 games, and just
Yeah.
that turnaround we had was amazing.
But
And
here's the deal. That was Brent Pry had to do to change things up in his coaching schemes. I get you another example when Frank Beamer was the head coach of 87 and 92, he recognized he had to fire coaches. In 1993, when we hired Phil and Lemon was the defensive coordinator of 93 and the 93 to 94, that's when the Virginia Tech team changed around. And then he left. It was a great time he left. Our defensive coordinator, Phil, remember him, so I can't pronounce his last name. That's when Bud Foster became defensive coordinator as well.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, it was cool to see how just they made those adjustments and how drastically those adjustments changed the team. I mean, I think it all boils down to drones and just how he was such a game changer and how he uses his legs and he's got a good arm, accurate arm. I think he's going to have a bright future in Blacksburg. And
yeah,
it was
he,
really cool to see him have such a good year this year and just basically carry this team on his back and help us become relevant again. Honestly, because we were going to be really irrelevant if we didn't win, four or five games this year.
yeah, I know.
So yeah, I mean, gosh. So we finished the year 7-6.
7-6
Nice,
with
nice.
big game. Um, I did
Such
saw
so good though to see us because that was our first bowl game win since what 2016.
since 2016, and I
Yeah.
guess first win season since 2019.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of positive things to talk about. And then just the fact that all those guys are coming back next year, man. I mean, gosh,
I
that's
know.
just that's really exciting for Hokie Nation. I think.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
hmm
Let's see here.
So, who was your player of the game on offense?
I guess for second place will be. I guess if it wasn't for the MVP entertainment, I would pick see what's his name, Tuna. But since it's the bowl, that player of the game was Colin Drones. He was the MVP of the game.
Nice. Yeah, that's that. I would have said the same thing. So Kyron Jones for sure is my MVP. But Tootin was a close second. I mean, that dude had a heck of
Yeah,
a game. Heck of a game.
it definitely was.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Kyle Lawson was the only person that got a sack. Only defensive player got a sack in that game. I was hoping APR would get a sack, but he didn't. But he did make a nice play on a trick play, humping him back to 25 yards.
He did. That was a great play.
It was a
That
great
man
play.
when they did that when he tossed that ball to that receiver, it just looked like that play was already broken as soon as it started. And then APR was just sitting right there waiting. And he made that play. That was a huge play. That that play right there, I feel like got us all the momentum we needed especially on defense, and it took the wind out of their sails.
Yeah, I know. It was a great defense play well and the offense play well.
Yeah, really can't complain on either side of the ball. All you complained about was the turnovers, and even on that, I mean, you can chalk that up to the wet ball. I mean, that was just bad luck on that drop by drones, and We had a couple drops. I think Tootin dropped the ball, but I mean, other than that, it's nothing to complain about.
Yeah, I know.
Not a single thing.
You wanna know our total yards?
Yeah.
453 yards.
Holy cow, that's crazy for that wet of a game. That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, all we did was run the ball and pass the ball a bunch of times. We was 2 and 2 on we had 5 penalties for 35 yards. It was 2 and 2 on 4th down.
Nice. Didn't did we have a fake punt or was it just a 4th down and he just ran it?
It was 4th down, we ran it. We didn't
Okay.
do we last time we did a fake punt, what was it, against Wake
Mm,
Forest?
yeah, it
Syracuse?
was against someone. Yeah, it was. It was against someone.
I forgot what game it was a fake punt. It was early in the season.
Mhm.
It's great.
Yeah, so I didn't end up seeing the final total, but did ACC win most of the bowl games?
No,
They didn't.
no. NC State lost to Kansas State.
That's right.
Um,
UNC lost. Florida
to
State
but
lost.
Florida State. I want to talk about that game in a minute. But did you? I just saw this, man. Brent, I bet you this game, if it wasn't a raining game, you think Brent Pryor could have been was right? He said the score in the interview. He said the score could be 55-3. You think that could happen if it didn't rain and no turnovers?
For sure. For sure.
Brent, Brent Pryor said in the interview the score could have been wasn't for the turnover. The score could have been 55-3 in that football game.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
Yep. Because I mean, the way the offense was clicking, if we didn't turn those two over, we could have easily scored on both those drives.
yeah, we could have. Anyway, you got some. You want to look back on this season? You got what's your point of view on the football season?
Just overall,
Yeah,
overall, I think it's a lot to be happy about. Not only the turnaround we had. I mean, we've got so many guys coming back next year. Seems like there's a lot of growth and a lot of maturity on the team. I think we've got our leaders. We showed this year kind of showed us who our leaders were going to be. I think it showed just kind of the type of coach Pry is. The team never lost faith, and Pry never lost the locker room. So
yeah,
you
and
know,
that's why
um,
everybody coming back.
exactly. So just between all that, and then winning the bowl game and having some tough competitive games against some of these good teams. I think that's a whole lot to be happy about. Really, the only thing negative you can say is just those first 4 games that just would
Yeah,
have had, but sometimes you have to have those tough games to figure out who your guys
but
really are.
here's the deal, Chase. We could have beat Purdue. We could have beat Marshall. Those teams ain't better than us.
No.
But we didn't do it. We just didn't do it right. And we changed the tools right, and we won the first game well against Wake Forest in the beginning of the season. Because prior to Marshall game, we're looking back on history. Before we played that game, we had not lost to Marshall. That's since 1940 when we lost 13-7
Right. Yeah.
in 1939.
Yeah, I mean, those you get 2 more wins, it it's a totally I mean, the season honestly is a totally different season
Yeah,
just off the viewpoint, but even with only 7 wins, I mean, you just the quality wins, the amount of points we scored. I mean, dude, I just think it's a perfect precursor for next year. It's like a great sign for next year. So it's a lot to look forward to.
I guess the only game we didn't win was easy, over and over easy game, but not that easy. But it was NC State.
Right.
We beat NC State, but
And NC
hey,
State, but NC State's a good team. They were a solid team. That was about the only one we didn't really play good, though. I agree.
yeah, it could go both games. But hey, we did score 28 points against NC State.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly.
you got anything else before we move on to this bowl game over against the Orange Bowl?
No, that's all I got.
All right, moving on to the Orange Bowl. Florida State got the butts kicked by Georgia, 63-3.
Mm.
Now, to be fair, Jordan Travis was hurt in the second quarterback opted out, and half of the players opted out in that football team, but they still have a bunch of defensive players. But at the end of the day, I don't think Florida State didn't care about that game, the players.
I feel like they were trying to send a message, you know, to the NCAA of how they were mad about not getting picked for the playoff. You know,
And
those guys were all ticked off, and they said, "Shoot, we're just not going to play." But it's you know it's sad though because they still had a big bowl game against Georgia. They still could have tried to come out there and make a statement. You
yeah,
know, I
I,
w-
I,
if I'm a fan, I'm disappointed because to me that just shows that the players don't they didn't care even though they were ticked off about the decision. But it would be nice as a fan to see your players come together and want to play that game and try to win. You know, they didn't even try to win.
no, they did not. You can argue some opt outs, but that
You could
they
just tell you I mean, they had no conviction out there. They had no it didn't seem like much purpose. It just seemed like they were out there and they were getting their butts kicked. And that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for the ACC, embarrassing for Florida State.
that was worse than what we did against Maryland. We lost 54-14. That's just us being a soft team trying to win, but not winning that hard, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I tell you that was an ugly, ugly game, wasn't it?
It was. Now they was trying to. I think that as Florida State was trying to sue. I think they was trying to sue that they don't get paid or not paying to leave. I think. I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, the other two, the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl were great.
Yeah, they were. Alabama lost to Michigan.
Man, that was a shootout. That was a great game, man. And the Texas Washington game was good too.
Yeah, I'm glad Washington. I was pulling for Washington. Texas. I think Texas is a little bit overrated. I
Yeah.
think Tech fans was cheering for Alabama to be
Really?
because of that grudge we still got against Danny Cole catching the football and he didn't.
Yeah. Right. Right. Well, they got it. Well, no, I'm sorry. No, they didn't get it. So, but you know,
But
Michigan is it is kind of cool to see a different team win though, and you know, Alabama's been there so much. It's cool to see two different teams.
yeah, well, Alabama could have gone away with it too. It wasn't for that kid on the failed fumble.
I didn't see the game.
I saw it, and that Alabama almost got away with it. Almost got away with it. Was a freaking punt, single fifth thing. He fumbled it and almost went in. He stopped, and the other player from Michigan stopped it.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
And
old Jim Harbaugh is happy.
then it went to overtime, and Alabama couldn't convert on the second touchdown. So that's how it is.
Mhm. Who do you got
Oh,
winning between Washington and Michigan?
God, I don't know. I guess Michigan might be the better team than Washington. I think they look better.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything you want to add, or moving on?
No, that's all I got.
Let's move on to basketball.
All right.
Virginia Tech men's basketball has fall big to Wake Forest 86-63. Did you watch that game?
I did not.
I watched part of it, first half, and I went hunting after that in the afternoon. It was not pretty for Virginia Tech men's basketball.
What's our record right now?
We're 9-4 and 1-1 in the ACC.
Okay.
We lost to a Wake Forest team who was 8-3.
Mm.
And so, but the bright side is UVA lost to a bad Notre Dame team.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Notre Dame was 5-7. UVA lost them 74-56.
Wow. Holy cow.
I
That's
know
a
it was
huge blowout.
what?
That's a huge blowout.
I know it was at Notre Dame, but still you think your team Virginia Tech UVA would beat them.
Yeah.
If I,
Yeah, I would have thought so too.
anyway, go back to this Wake Forest Virginia Tech game. Virginia Tech. It seems like to me when they play Wake Forest on the Mike Young, it seems like they play like Wake Forest, not as Wake Forest, but Boston College. They can't find a way to beat these teams. They always slow down. They don't bring the pressure. I don't know what I don't. It doesn't show up to play that. Didn't show up to play.
Yeah, it's almost like we get intimidated by size and speed
Yeah,
sometimes. And we're more of a finesse 3-point team, and you know, I think our guys get outmatched sometimes, and it's they get a little overwhelmed, it seems like,
yeah. The
because
best.
we are smaller than a lot of teams.
Yeah, but we should be. But we should be pretty darn good.
Well, it's
And
still early, we still
it's
got some time. We got time.
too early.
4 losses isn't bad, but we need to go on a little run right now.
Yeah, we flip the table. We play Florida State this Saturday. They 6-6. And we do play Clemson. Good news. Good news is we host Clemson and they're 11-1. I think they play UNC before that, didn't us? I think. Our stats from that for the game was McCall Long is 2 and 3 from the field goal, 5 rebounds, 5 points. Braxton Roberts, what's the guy's name? Braxton Robinson,
I don't know.
the white guy.
For
Yeah,
us or wait.
but I forgot his name. He was 3-6 the field goal, 2 of 4 from the threes, and 8 points. And Sean Padula was 2-8 from the field goal, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 points. Hunter Couture is 5 of 7 from the field goal, 1 of 3 from the field goal. And went 1 of 3 from the 3 point, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 14 points. And Tyler Nichols, he was 2 of 4 from the field goal, 1 of 3 from the three, 2 rebounds, 11 points. Lead Kid was 7-15 from the field goal, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 14 points in that game. Our team stats field goal was 24 of 52 from the field goal, 46.2%. Threes we were 5 of 16, 31.3%, and free shots was 10 of 16 and 19, 71% from the free shots. So, what do you think of all that stats?
All 3 percentages are too low. Our field goal
Yeah,
percent, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage are all way too low, I think, especially 3-point percentage. We need to be shooting high 30s as a team for, from 3, and field goals, I'd like to see above 80, and
free
field goal
shot.
percentage, I'd like to see closer to 50. I think you said 46. It's not
Yeah,
bad, but you'd still like to see that closer to 50 for field
no,
goals. So
pretty
that's
free shots.
we got to work on our efficiency and scoring.
Yeah, I know, and play some pretty good defense too.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing too many shots, and then we're getting beat on transition a lot by these fast teams. I didn't
Yeah,
see the game, but that would be something I would guess we probably got beat on, was like transition points by them.
yeah, I
How
know.
many turnovers did we have? Did you write that
I
down?
I didn't write that down. You got your computer?
Not on me. We're not open right now.
I might got a flashback. Maybe 11 turnovers, maybe. But they could, if I
Okay,
could,
that's not horrible, but that's still kind of a lot too for
yeah,
a college game.
we did turn the ball over because I saw the first
Yeah.
half.
Well, I think the boys just need to take better shots. I didn't see the shots taken, but would like to see Padula and Couture take a few more shots. They didn't take a lot of threes, but usually they shooting more than that.
Yeah, Sean got
Lynn
5.
Kidd sounded like he had a pretty good game, but other than that, I think the guys just need to get a little more efficient.
Yeah, but I
The
did
games I've seen, we're not taking those open shots like we normally have.
yeah,
And I don't know if it's just they're not creating or if they're just passing up on the wrong shots. I don't know, but it's that seems to be kind of, in my opinion, the issue right now.
yeah. Well, his thing probably help if we still had Rodney Rice, but since he's gone, I would got us back up Braxton Snyder coming in as a freshman. He's a pretty good freshman now. I'll give
Oh,
him that.
Rex Steiner.
Rip Snyder, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Rex Steiner. He's I like him. He's a pretty good player.
Yeah. Carl Long, he's a pretty good player. I see the team doing good in the future later on the stretch.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Mike Young continued to talk to Sean Padula on the side.
Oh, really? Still pulling him to the side.
Yeah, he sent Raxon in. That's the for 2 minutes. And so does Mike Young talk to Sean Padula. Padula,
Hmm.
and
Well,
that's
hopefully their
all.
relationship is still good.
Yeah, the relationship seems to be good. Very good. And since not very much on men, did you saw the women's game on ACC Network?
I didn't.
I didn't either. Didn't either. I was hunting, so I saw highlights of it. And the women got a victory over Pittsburgh, 91-41.
Ooh,
And what?
that's a huge blowout.
Yeah, I know.
Holy cow.
And Georgia Amore continued to do well in this women's basketball game, and she got 20 points in this basketball game. Where is she here, Georgia? I can find her. Where are you? Oh, yeah, she is. She's just 7-13, 3 of 8 from the three, and 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points for Georgia Amore. And Liz Kitley continued to dominate on rebound. Almost got a double double. She was one short of a double double. She had 10 points and 9 rebounds. Yeah, these ladies continue to do well.
What's their record?
I think they're 10-2. I think
Okay.
because there's 2 losses from LSU and Iowa.
Okay. Yeah, the women are solid. Women are doing good. I like the women's team a lot.
Yeah, I do. They got those good freshmen, Matilda, Eek. That's her name. I apologize. I can't pronounce her last name. She was good. She was 16, 6 of 16 from the field goal, 3 of 6 from the three, 4 assists, and I think 10 points. She was pretty good. Kelly King, she got 11 points to 4-11 from the field goal, 3 line from the 3, and 3 rebounds. And our redshirt freshman, Clyder Roser, got 3 of 5 from the field goal, 2 of 3 from the 3 points, 4 assists, and 11 points. Olivia Summel was 4 of 4 from the field goal, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 10 points. Olivia, she got the double double in that game.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, she's one of the bench player, one of the second string bench. And our team, the ladies' team stats, they got 51% from the field goal, was 34 of 66 on the field goal.
See, they're
And
shooting over 50%.
yeah, they are shooting over 50%. And they was 14 of 29 from the three, 48% in this game. 90% from the free shots. There was 9-10. There was 90%. So they're doing very well in women's basketball so far. They're doing an awesome job.
Those are the numbers I wish the men's team had.
Yeah,
Those are great numbers.
I know. That was
Mm.
very
Wow, sounds like they're gearing up for another good season.
yeah, I know. These women, they doing great.
Hmm.
Can't wait till they play again. Keep on dominating the three and going to the paint.
That's right. Yeah, if they shoot like that, they're not going to lose a lot of games.
Yeah, I know. You think Virginia Tech women's basketball could be the first sport to go win a national championship?
I do.
Yeah, I do. This could happen this year.
They
Not saying.
definitely they're good enough to.
Yeah,
I'd love to see another Final Four run.
yeah, I know. Possibly play the same teams again in a rematch. You never know.
No, it's very possible though.
Hmm. Anyway, you got something else to say?
No, I think I've hit it all.
Yeah. I do want to say this though. We're playing the same teams next year for football. Rutgers, and Marshall, and Marshall at an Old Dominion Eagles turning. We're not playing Purdue next year. We're playing Vanderbilt from the SEC.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. This time we hosting Rutgers, I think. And we should not under. We're playing Rutgers and the Rutgers. They defeated Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have to get it. We got some revenge for them coming up next season.
yeah, we do. We got totally revenge next season.
Hmm. Well, I'm
Eh,
looking forward to it.
Me too. Things is gonna be good for the future.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And that's all you got to say.
That's all I got.
Here's what I want to say next year as a prediction. Back in 2015, I say Tech should have won a bunch of games in Beamers last season, and I projected later on 2016 before the season started that we was going to win 10 games, and I was right. Almost wrong. We almost could have lost to almost a team Arkansas, but we come back and won. And I will say this: if Isaiah in 2017, we could be the 2017 ACC title ACC champions in 2017 if Gerard Evans and Isaiah Ford came back.
That's exactly right. I'm
Because Kelly,
100% with you.
yeah, Kelly Bryant, he was a pretty good quarterback. He was on a great team in Clemson, but when they played Alabama, they got destroyed. And Kelly Bryant, when he transferred to Missouri, Missouri fans was happy, and they recognized Kelly Bryant was a good quarterback. It was kind of like Virginia Tech in 2011 when we had Logan Thomas, but Logan Thomas was designed to be a tight end. It's kind of like that, but I guess Logan Thomas is worse because Kelly Bryant's a true quarterback. I believe that Clemson, if Gerard Evans and Isaiah Ford came back, I believe Clemson would still be favored by ESPN.
But we could have won, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely could have won. I think they would have been favored too, but that game would have been a lot better.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I did watch. But did we watch the 2011 football game against the ACC championship? ESPN picked us to win because we look like because I believe in 2011 we had the better football team than Clemson in 2011. We just didn't have the right quarterback.
Hmm.
And the 2017 Clemson team was better than 2007 Clemson team, but Tech, like I said, Tech has a foreign camp and Gerard Evans, Drummond's Cam Phillips. We won the 2017 champions. But it is what it is. And another thing, I'm now back doing predictions. I'm going to a bold prediction next year. Virginia Tech will win 10 wins next year, as I'm predicting.
Okay, all right.
We'll go to the rent. Much I love the Military Bowl and I respect the Military Bowl, and we went 2-1 in the Military Bowl, one against Cincinnati in 2014, and this year against Tulane.
Mm,
Much I love the Military Bowl is a low level bowl, and I believe the way the guys coming back, this is gonna be our last year playing the Military Bowl. Is a low level bowl. That's Tulane's bowl. This is all bowl. It's kind of, you know how the NIT tournament is.
mhm,
Like five teams go to the NIT tournament. They learn to get better, and the other teams to the small below the G5. That's the
mhm.
Military Bowl is like.
I agree. I totally agree.
But I still
Because I mean,
love them.
look. I mean, that team was 11-1, weren't they? I
11 and
mean, and they played us, and we were 7-7 or or
6
six
and
and six. So that just shows you right there that we were an average Power Five school, and they were a top G5 school, and we still won. So yeah, I'm with you. We need. I think I'm predicting 9 wins. Would love to see 10, but I'm just gonna say 9, and definitely a bigger bowl.
I'm not predicting an ACC championship. I'm not predicting that.
I'm not predicting that either, but I am predicting a 9-win season and a good season.
I'm going 10 wins. We are playing Clemson this year. I say we could lose to Clemson. How am I wrong? If we were lose to Miami or lose to Georgia Tech. If Miami's continue to be Miami, I guess we beat them. I don't get, and maybe a choke loss to Georgia Tech, maybe.
Maybe so, yeah. But we'll have
Yeah,
to wait and see. We got a new slate coming up next year.
yeah. Now beginning of Renaissance. We could, who knows? We could return to a New Year's Six bowl.
That would be awesome.
We had not been to New Year's Six bowl now since January 1st, 2012, when we got robbed by Michigan.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's my prediction next season. We're gonna win 10 wins and 2 losses next year.
Awesome.
Because
Awesome.
the
I love that.
way I saw this year. Anyway,
Hokie Nation, we got a lot to look forward to.
and you got 9 wins, right?
I got 9 wins.
All right. Anyway, that's all you got to say,
That's all I got.
and I'm closing it out.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody, so much for watching the Virginia Tech Football Show, Season 1, Episode 19. See y'all next time. See y'all guys next time. Please like this video, enjoy it, like, comment, click the subscribe button, really help me out. And again, let's go Hokies.
Let's go Hokies. See you guys. See you,
See
Ken.
y'all. See you, Chase.